हेलो फ्रेंड्स। अभी जो ये कोविड 19 जिसको हम कहते हैं कोरोना वायरस डिजीज, इस वीडियो में उसके बारे में पूरी जानकारी दी हुई है। इस वीडियो के दो पार्ट है। पार्ट वन, जिसमें वी प्रोवाइड्स अ बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ वायरस एंड suppose if you are from the medical and paramedical background, then how you can collect the sample from the infected person, उसके बारे में पूरा विवरण दिया हुआ है। So I hope you like this video. This video will especially help to medical and paramedical staff. First of all, in any of the persons, generally they raise the question that what is the origin and how this virus is spread. Generally, we all know that the origin of this virus is mainly in the Wuhan city of the China. If you just see, this is a new SARS-CoV virus 2. That means it is the second version of the SARS virus. The first version of the SARS virus, which is already spreaded in the 2003, which is known as a SARS-CoV-1. If you just see this COVID-19 or coronavirus, which is spreaded right now, it's phylogenetically and genomically it is very similar to the SARS viruses. Generally, this type of SARS viruses is obtained from the bat animal. So the origin of this virus is mainly the primary host of this virus is the bat. It is assumed that many of the peoples who resides and living in the China, they are generally consuming the animal food like a bat. So this is the primary source where the viruses comes and transmitted from animals to the human. After that, the person who consuming this type of animal food which is contaminated with this viruses, then it is infected, and this infected person is transmitted its viruses to the another human host, and in this way this type of viruses that is transmitted from one person to another person, that is called human to human transmission. So this is, we can say, the origin of the virus and how it will be spread. Now another question will comes in our mind, that what is COVID-19? COVID-19 is actually considered as a coronavirus disease 19 because it is found in 2019. It is a one type of respiratory illness caused by the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, which is in short we can say SARS-CoV-2. Another question which is arise in our mind, that why this virus is given the name that is called coronavirus. Because if you just see the structure of coronavirus, you will find a crown like spike on their surface, and in terminology of the spike, this virus is given the name corona because corona is one type of mugat, and that's why the name of this virus given the coronavirus. If you just see the size of the coronavirus is range from 65 to 125 nanometer in the diameter, and it is belongs to the single stranded RNA virus. That means the genetic material which is present in this COVID-19 is a single stranded RNA as a nuclear material. Now let us see the basic structure of coronavirus. You can see in this slide the genetic material, as already discussed, there is a RNA which is generally present in the virus as a genetic material, but this single-stranded RNA is also associated with the specific protein that is called nucleoproteins. So here you can see the RNA is associated with the specific type of protein that is called nucleoprotein, considered as the N. So this is the genetic material, which is the core part of the viruses. Now this genetic material is surrounded by the lipid bilayer, and this lipid bilayer is also associated with the different types of protein, and that plays a very important role in the infection. For example, the most important protein which is present on the structure of this coronavirus, that is glycoprotein, that is considered as a spike S, membrane protein M, heme agglutinins esterase, and envelope small membrane protein E. So there's different types of protein which is present on the structure of coronavirus, which surrounded this RNA as a genetic material. Now let us see the importance of each and every proteins. Let us first discuss the spike protein. Now this spike protein is considered to be a S. So this S protein are functionally divided into two subunit. Subunit is the part of the protein that is considered as the S1 and S2. Now S1 domain is responsible for the receptor binding to the receptor which is present on the target cell. In simple language, we can understand that it is a one type of lock and key model. That means the lock which is present on the host target cell and the key which is present on the surface of this viruses. So here S1 domain is a key, and the receptor which is present on the host cell, that is act as a lock. That means the virus has a key for that lock which is present on our cell, so that they open the lock and enter in our host cell. S2 domain is responsible for the fusion. It is one type of phagocytosis process through which the viruses enter into the host cell. So here, for the infection of this coronavirus to the human body, this S1 and S2 protein that plays a very important role. Another is the N protein. N protein that plays a very important role in the virus pathogenesis, replication, RNA packaging. That means this N protein that plays a very important role in a co-replication cycle. Another important proteins that is called membrane protein, M protein. M protein is the most abundant structural proteins, and the basic role of this M protein is it will be give the shape to the viral envelope. This protein is glycosylated in the Golgi apparatus during the viral replication cycle. Another important protein is the envelope E protein. E protein is a very small protein. You can see here the major structural protein which is present in the coronavirus, and E protein is also abundantly present and expressed inside the infected cell, and the main role of E protein is the assembly, morphogenesis, and virion within the cell. Now let us see, after you understand this basic structure of coronavirus, let us see the diagnostic procedure. Diagnosis procedure means if you want to diagnose whether the person is infected with coronavirus or not, then the most important things is the sample collection. Means how you can collect the sample. The first question is, what are the precautions should be taken for the collection of the sample? Sample should be collected at a proper respiratory tract specimen at the right time and from the right anatomic site. So the site where you collect the sample and the time where when to collect the sample is most important. Let us see how to collect the sample. Once the person is infected, within the 5